What's up everybody? Today I'm going to be unboxing the Line 6 HX Stomp XL. I got it from Sweetwater, so it basically came in this box here. You know, with Sweetwater they give you like some pamphlets and whatnot and some candy. Though I have to say the Sweetwater candy is a little bit, not exactly the best. We got Double Bubble, Vanilla Tootsie Roll, Orange Tootsie Roll, Bit of Honey, and Laffy Taffy. Not exactly my cup of tea, but anyways, this is really what we're here for. So I'm going ahead and switch the camera angle and let's start unboxing this. Pretty standard looking box. I guess it basically has the outline of the actual hardware itself over here. So many inputs, and then it has some of the specifications. For reference, I think I got this from Sweetwater for around 600 bucks new. You can get these for like $500 used on Reverb or on Facebook Marketplace, etc. But I just wanted to get a new one. So full disclaimer, I did not do very much research at all. It says use on a pedal board as a backup rig, travel rig, portable audio interface, or your entire system. And for me, that's what I'm trying to do. I am definitely a very amateur novice guitar player. This is my first ever pedal ever, and I live in Washington, DC, so I do not want to have to carry around an amp. So I knew I wanted an amp sim or amp modeler, something like that, and the fact that this could do effects and I can mess with the chain all in one device is perfect. I play keyboard primarily, so I definitely do not want to carry any more stuff that I already have to do. So I'm really looking for just something that I can plug in my guitar to, and then basically just go from this one pedal or amp modeler, whatever you want to call it, straight to the mixer or to the PA out. Let's go ahead and open it up. So, looks pretty good. Here's the cheat sheet, which I definitely will have to dive into later. I consider getting the normal HX Stomp, which I do appreciate having a small footprint, but with that, you don't have as many foot switches. So with the XL, you get 6 foot switches, I think. Clearly I didn't research this very much, but yep, instruction manual. Pop it open now. I'm definitely gonna need this instruction manual, straight up. I mean, anytime you get new toys for music, it takes a while to learn, whether it be a plug-in or something physical like this, and this is a little bit of both, honestly. So instruction manuals in English, French, Spanish, but this will be very useful. Just gonna put this up. Software license agreement. So I think this is a big portion of it, learning how to mess with it on the corresponding app. And then more paperwork. This one is congrats on your Line 6 purchase, register your gear. I don't know if there's a warranty or anything or not. I think Sweetwater gives you a warranty anyways, so either way, I'm not really too worried. I mean, that's part of the benefit of buying it new. I have to say though, this is not exactly a new product. I think this came out probably like 5 years ago, but as I said, I'm like a very amateur novice guitar player, and I think this is probably the best thing that I could get for this price range of around 600 bucks. Like I said, I don't want to have to buy a physical amp. That's way too unpractical for where I live in Washington, DC. I don't have a car, so gigging around with that is just a pain. Here's a cable. This is a pretty standard cable. I think you call this USB-A. Like lots of times it's in printers, and you know, MIDI keyboards use this as well. It's not like the MIDI cable, but you know, this is the old USB, so you have to get the little converter to USB-C nowadays, but pretty standard. Yeah, if you guys think I should have gotten something else for this price range, let me know. The main thing, like I said, is I just do not want to carry around a bunch of stuff. I honestly would be totally cool if it's very simple, and there's no way I was going to try and get a whole pedal board set up. I don't want to have a separate reverb pedal, separate drive pedal, etc. So I was just looking for something that could model the amp, have some effects, and go straight to the mixer. So this is the power supply. 9 volt is pretty standard, I think. This is just not useful information. This is just safety information for the 9-volt power supply, so I'm not gonna read that. Here it is, very standard. This is also the same as what goes into my interface, funny enough. All right. Then I think that basically just leaves the pedal itself. Yeah, I mean, I know the belle of the ball, I guess, lately is the Helix Stadium. Either way, this is like big enough. I don't think I would want any bigger. I could see the screen being a little small. Anyways, let's open this up. But the problem is the Stadium. I mean, a lot of the other options that I was looking into, like the Fractal, I can't remember. I think Boss makes one as well. It's all over $1,000, and like in my use case, like if I got something that's over $1,000, people would be like, "Damn, you kind of suck at guitar. Like, why do you have such nice stuff?" But I don't know. I think it seems like people actually are happy to gig with this at a pretty high level. I would like to be able to gig with this. I don't want to only use it at home. That's part of the reason why I got this, as opposed to getting like neural DSP like VST plugins. Because I mean, obviously I like making demos and whatnot. So here it is. I would say feels pretty good. Medium heavy. It looks sexy. I'm pretty happy about it. Switches feel good. Yeah, I will say the screen does strike me as like a little bit smaller than I would like, but I don't know. I'm not really too pressed about it. Like I said, I don't expect to do a lot of menu diving since I'm so novice that like I really just want to have good presets. This feels good as well. I like the little notches that you can feel whenever you twist, and they do have the ability to push it. So there we go. Let's look at the back. Ooh, okay, lots of inputs. So I think in my case, pretty much, I'm using this as everything. Like I'm not using this as an effects pedal. I'm not plugging this in and sending it to pedals elsewhere or to an actual amp. This is literally it. And I think honestly, in my case, I'm pretty much just gonna be using the headphones at home, maybe the left and right out, or realistically, oftentimes just the left out, I think. And I don't think I'm gonna be using the return aux in any of this stuff. I don't see myself using it as a MIDI controller or anything like that, since I have a MIDI controller, like a keyboard as well. But I'm definitely happy with the build quality for this price. I mean, it feels good. It says Calabasas, California, design in USA, product of Vietnam, processed in China. What can you expect? I think this is it. I'm pretty much just gonna call it there. First impressions are good. I mean, it's pretty much what you would expect at this price point in terms of quality. I mean, obviously I have no idea really how to use this yet, so stay tuned. But here it is. I'm gonna leave this here for the cover photo, and hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you have one or have any tips, please let me know. I'm really excited to try this out and learn how to use this thing.